Hello, welcome to another Microsoft Flight Simulator video. I'm Roadkill, and today we are going to fly the fourth leg of our flight between Ketchikan, Alaska to Portland, Oregon. Today we're flying from CYZT, Port Hardy, to CYAZ, Tofino, Long Beach Airport. It's going to be about an hour and 4-minute flight if all things go as planned. It looks like we will be flying in zero to little visibility. Well, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see once we get up there. But we've got rain and some nasty weather to fly through, so it should be fun. But before we get started, hit that like and subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell to keep up to date on all my latest videos. Also leave a comment down below what your favorite aircraft is to fly and where you like to fly out of. So with that out of the way, let's get to flying. I've got the airplane all fueled up and everything ready to go, so we don't have to, or so you don't have to watch me do all the boring stuff. Unless, of course, you like to watch that. I'm not sure. I like to watch it sometimes, and sometimes I'm not too keen on watching somebody start up the aircraft, so I just did it right off the bat to save some time. I figured out what I was doing wrong with the autopilot. And what I was doing is when I go to the nav mode on the autopilot, I forgot to put it into the GPS mode on the GPS, which I'm going to do here after we take off. And I was using the heading button, which was also messing things up. So if I don't hit the heading key, in theory, my autopilot should follow the GPS. So we're going to test that out today as soon as we get up into the air. I also figured out how to get my, whoa, that wind, get my head to the level that I like it, or my viewpoint to a position that's more realistic from a cockpit view. And that's in the settings, which I didn't know was there. So I learned a few things since the last time we flew. I'm going to turn into my heading here. Or turn into my route, and once I get there, I'm going to try to climb to about 10,000 feet, as it was calling for me to do so on my flight plan, which I also learned how to figure out off the map mode in this game, which is pretty cool. Looks like we have some snow on the ground down there. Oh, that's another thing I need to take into consideration here. As we are flying during the winter months, I'm going to turn the pilot heat on. And the de-icer, just for precautionary sake. I don't want to get halfway through my flight and then realize that I'm iced up and going down. I'm supposed to climb to 10,000 feet, so that's what I'm going to attempt doing. As we fly. I cut my power back a bit just so I don't burn my engine up. Cowl flaps. Shut those down to keep it warm. I guess I could try to use the pitch mode here. 5% pitch there. Am I pitching down? I think I'm pitching down. Oh, that's down. I want to go this way. It'll let me. Alright. That's probably too much of a pitch, but I don't know. I'm just testing it out. Just watch my airspeed. I'm going to pitch down a little more. Just want to maintain a constant climb and not lose too much speed here. I should put these all the way in. Those are my landing gear lights that are on the underside of my wing, and if I don't have them retracted, it causes drag on the aircraft. So that is what I was doing there, if you were wondering. And right now I could probably go to nav mode, turn off the heading key, and it will take me into the direction I am supposed to be flying. Turn the pitch off here. Supposedly, if I figured it out correctly, that is what it is doing now. I'm having trouble gaining altitude. I'm going too slow. So just keep on going like we're going until we get there, right? Unless I stall out. I don't want to stall out. Pull this back a bit. I actually think that did me some harm on airspeed. Trim is very touchy on this airplane. Right now I'm about 6,000 feet and I need to gain another 4,000 according to my flight plan, so see if I can do that safely. So far, looks like we're not icing up, so that's good. We are flying through some rain. But other than that, we are looking good. I just realized I forgot to throw on my background music. That's okay. We don't need background music. Let's take an outside look here since we're in a clearing. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? That is awesome. It's beautiful rainbows. It's a double rainbow. Look at that. Probably some gold down there. I love how you can see the little patches of rain and or snow depending on what we're flying into. I don't know. That is awesome. Alright, we're about 9,000 feet. Once we get to 10,000 feet, I'm going to level her off by hitting the altitude button. And that should maintain 10,000 feet for us. Almost there. Just a little bit over. I think the flight plan said 10,300, so we'll do a little over 10,000. Just a little over 10,000. Right there. Level her off. Alright, we should be good. Good to go if we follow the flight plan. Better not slam me into any mountains. Well, the weather has turned out way more calm than I was expecting. Famous last words, right? Yeah, famous last words. I thought we were going to be flying through rain and misery the whole time, but we have this nice patch of nice weather to fly through before we hit what's looking like clouds up ahead. So we'll see. I am going to zoom in here and see how far we are away, or I guess I should say zoom out. How far do we have to go? It looks like we're heading towards the pink line, so I'm just going to leave it alone. Normally I would stick and rudder it closer to that, but I have it on nav. I don't have it on GPS. Not a big deal. As you can see, we're banking into where we need to go now. I had it on V-lock, and that is why I was off course. But now it's course adjusting, so we were good. Previously, in my other videos, I had this heading mark, or heading switch clicked, as well as the nav. So once you have the heading button on, it's going to follow this heading on your heading marker here. See, you can roll this heading around to where you want to go. So if you have that heading switch switched on, it's going to follow that heading even if you are in your nav mode. So if you're learning the navigation system like I am, keep that in mind. And also you need it on GPS versus the V-lock, and how you do that is you just click this button here to switch between the settings. There's a lot more you can do with it, and also you have to have this this on the nav mode so that it follows the GPS. See, we're icing up here a little, and that is why I turned on the pilot heat. I believe it's on. Yes, it is on. And then I turned on the de-icing for the engines. I don't know how well that's going to work with this big cloud we're going to fly into, so we'll find out. Hopefully we make it through it. Worst case scenario is I crash and we can make this a crash landing video. Although I really want to make it to our destination. I don't want to crash. I am a couple hundred feet below where I'm supposed to be, so I don't know, and I hope I'm not going to fly into any mountaintops. I'm kind of getting nervous with the ice building up on the windows here. luckily, that wasn't such a bad cloud. We are at 20 degrees right now. And I'm looking at the thermometer right here. So I think we should be okay. I don't know if there's any other way. Those are on. Pull oil bypass. Pull hot. I don't know what that does. I don't want to mess with it right now. Hopefully we don't ice up. There's quite a bit of ice forming on the windows. I've iced up so much that I couldn't see through the windshields before in a Cup Crafter. That was sketchy. Let's go outside, take a look outside. It doesn't look like we're building up too much ice on the outside, so I think we're going to be okay. Alright, so get this. This is what I'm seeing. So right now I'm on track with my GPS in the aircraft on where I'm headed with the autopilot. But now if I go to my VFR map on my second monitor, I'm way off course. So I don't know which one is better. I'm going to go with the one in the aircraft. Oh, the ice is getting thick on the windshield. Wonder if this works. Wiper. Nope. Still about 20 degrees. I think we should be okay as long as we don't fly too much more into the clouds and gather more precipitation. It does make me nervous though. Turn these off here. Alright, well, so far so good. Live weather, live time over Canada. See how this Beechcraft fares. Can we make it to Portland in one piece? I do believe we are getting close to our destination, as it is starting to look a little more familiar to me with that coastline off to our right. I'm going to zoom in here. We are. Okay, cool. We are getting pretty close. I'd say maybe 25 more minutes. Oh no, it's got an ETA right here. 12 minutes. So I should probably, I would imagine, start my descent. We'll hit the altitude button off here. And this is where I should use my pitch. I'll try that. See what happens. If I can get it to work, it's kinda... That's the wrong way. I want to go to about... Whoa, that's way too far. 5%? Is that 5%? Is that percentages? Vertical speed, down. Okay, we got down and up. And that is... What's that say? Oh, I'm zipping everywhere. Feet per minute? 100 feet per minute? Okay. Alright, so we're doing our descent down into Tofino, Long Beach, British Columbia. As we get lower, I would assume our temperature should go up and the ice should be melting. So if you're wondering what I'm doing with that, when I say pitch, this is the pitch wheel, and it adjusts your percentage of pitch. I think it's percent, but we're at a 5% descent, and all I did was I hit that pitch key to keep it locked into what this wheel does. It's pretty much trim, and it just locks your trim into where you have it. I think that's just the way I see it. It's a lot like the trim wheel if you use that on your joysticks. So we're doing just a slight descent, so it's not too steep, so that our airspeed stays nominal and doesn't rip the wings off of our aircraft. Right now it looks like we've dropped about 2,000 feet from our cruising altitude. We're about at 8,000 feet and falling. Now what I didn't do is right here, the IN.H is at 29.90. That factors in air density from barometric pressure, I think is what they call it. Because of the air pressure, your altitude changes due to the density. So you can adjust your altimeter by looking at your airport specs, and they have the ATIS that you can tune into, and it'll give you all that information regarding air or wind speeds and weather and barometric pressure. So you can adjust your altimeter so that you are not higher or lower than you think you are. I didn't do that, so I could be lower or higher, but I'm just going by what I got here. So that's for anybody that wants to get super technical in the flight sim. You can do anything and everything, or you could just fly simple and have fun if you don't want to get so detailed. I like to get detailed, but I'm still learning. Once I figure it out more, I will start doing more of that detailed stuff. I think I might go manual here just so I can get a better... Uh-oh. For some reason, I can't disengage my autopilot. So, yeah, that's kind of concerning. Not sure what's going on there. Roger.
Cleared to land runway 11 Beechcraft 06 Whiskey.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn... I can't even turn my GPS off. There we go. There, it's working now. I don't know what was going on there. Need to do is I need to cut this way. The lights on. There she is. Runway 11. Alright, flaps down, gear down. Coming in. Gotta make a steep bank in to line her up. I should probably throw the mixture up, props up, so we don't stall out and die. Welcome to Tofino, British Columbia, Long Beach Airport. Pull into there and let you guys check out how cool it is. See that waterway on the left is a water runway for water going aircraft, which is kind of cool. Whoa, don't glitch. I'll do this nice and slow and calm and soft. There we go. See, I told you I could land nicely. You guys didn't believe me, did you? Thought I was full of it. Alright, slow down here. Braking.
Beechcraft 06 Whiskey exit runway when able.
Will do. Exit right here. Just gonna cut across the grass so we can save some time. We're gonna go. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I'm just gonna ignore you from now on. So we're gonna get back to the airport so y'all can see it. This is a cool airport with multiple runways, and it's just a. Go away, lady. Go away, lady.
127.9er 25 Beechcraft 06 Whiskey.
Isn't this a cool little airport here? Got some fuel tanks there, some hangars. It's even got a mini golf course, which you can check out in my my video when I do a review on it. Or not a review, but a let's look video. We'll just park right here and let our passengers out. And Parker for the end of the video. Well, that was a lot of fun. Thank you for flying with me and enduring the long stint between Prince Rupert to Tofino here. Next time, as long as it's not too long of a flight, we'll be flying into Vancouver, BC. And then on to, from Vancouver, BC to somewhere in between there and Seattle, and from Seattle to Portland. So a couple more legs left in this series, and we'll be ready to start the next one. I hope you all have a great week or weekend, whatever you have in front of you. Stay safe and Godspeed.